What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the 90s are Rad, this 90s show I do every Saturday here on my channel. So if you love the 90s, subscribe, this way you don't miss an episode. Today, we're going to talk about my 5 favorite PS1 games. So the systems that I grew up playing mostly was Super Nintendo, N64, PS1, and PS2. So I played a lot of PS1 games, like a lot, and these are just some of my favorites. Now, starting things off with a game I actually don't have with me, and that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories. For one, I was huge into Yu-Gi-Oh! And I was like, oh sweet, a Yu-Gi-Oh! Card game for the PlayStation, that's fucking awesome. Now, it is different than the actual card game, like, it's really different, but it has a really cool and fun story mode, which, I mean, you can finish within, I don't know, a couple hours. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! Forbidden Memories is way different than the actual card game. It has like some of the same cards, but there's no card effects. Magic and trap cards don't work the same, and you can fuse almost any monster together to get a different monster. So it's kind of cool. If you're like hardcore into Yu-Gi-Oh! You're gonna be like, this game is kind of shitty, but I grew up playing it and I love it. I love the music. It's just a simple 2D game, but if you're battling and if you go to attack your opponent's monster, if you hit square, you get this cool little cutscene that's in like 3D, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty fun. Now, next up, I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna include all the Tony Hawk series. So this Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2. I was really big into skateboarding. These games are a blast. Some of my favorite games of all time actually are Tony Hawk games. So they have great music and they're just fun. Like simple, like turn your mind off. Oh, let's do these challenges. Let's just skate. And I just love them. And with the music is great. I've actually discovered a lot of artists just on Tony Hawk games that I still listen to all the time. Next up, we have a Bust a Move 2, which is a game I recently just bought. By recently, I mean a couple months ago. It's actually really fun. Like, I'm surprised I didn't own this when I was younger, because it's right up my alley. It's one of those Tetris type games, as you can see from the back. Sorry, so much glare. Basically, you just have to match the color of the balls together to make them disappear, and you want to try to get rid of all the balls just so you can beat the level. Again, it's a very simple game, but it's very fun, very addicting, and the music in it is fantastic. So it just has this melody in it, which right here, I just love it. Next up, we have Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, or if you live in the UK, the Philosopher's Stone. This game is a game I actually didn't own on PS1. I owned it for the Mac. I later bought it for PS1 when I was like 15 or so, and I really like it. Of course, the graphics aren't as good, but it's a really good Harry Potter game, believe it or not. Most of the Harry Potter games are actually really good. This one is definitely based more off the book. It's just fun. Some of the challenges can be really hard, especially if you're doing challenges where you're flying on a broomstick. I always seem to have trouble with those, but it's great. If you love Harry Potter, if you love PlayStation, definitely check it out. It's a cheap game. I think it goes for maybe $5, something like that. Last but not least, you guys probably guessed it, and it needs no introduction. Final Fantasy VII. Good lord, is this game fun. So when I was younger, I wasn't super big into RPGs, but this game, I love this and Final Fantasy Tactics. I just like this one a lot better. It's just fun. The music is great. It is a little slower paced than like newer RPGs. Obviously, it's, you know, turn-based, but I love it. Like, I used to play it all the time, and I've never beaten it. I've come close, but I've never actually beaten it. So one day I will. And I just remember like playing it when I was younger. It was like this insane looking thing. Now playing it now, I'm just like, oh wow, those graphics are they're something. But such a good game. Definitely play it. I'm really excited for the remake. Like, I might actually buy a PS4 just to buy the HD remake of Final Fantasy VII. Well, there you have it. Those are my 5 favorite PS1 games. If you enjoyed this video, definitely give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below and let me know what are your favorite PS1 games. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.